Hi guys, in today's lesson we're going to look at chemistry on an interesting subtopic that is balancing chemical equations. Now I'll teach you a simple way in which you can go about balancing chemical equations. Of course, there are different ways in which you can go about that, but I'll go with one way in which you can go about balancing chemical equations. Alright, so now let's look at one example. Balance this equation. So we have Zn plus HCl giving us ZnCl2 plus H2. How do we balance the following equation? Now, to balance a chemical equation, this simply means you need to check that the species on the left hand side are exactly as the species on the right hand side. What do I mean? If you've got one atom of zinc here, we should have one atom of zinc on the right hand side. If we've got one hydrogen here, we should have one hydrogen there. Now if you check, is our equation balanced? It is not balanced. So what are we going to do? The first thing we're going to do, we're going to arrange the elements in the following way. So we're going to start with metals first. So we write metals, then you come to non-metals. Then if you've got hydrogen, you write hydrogen. Then finally oxygen is the last one. So always when you are given a chemical equation to balance, this is how you should go about it. You start by writing first the metals that you have, then you go to the non-metals, then you go to hydrogen, then you go to oxygen. Now, this is what we're going to do. We separate it. We've got the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, we've got zinc, we've got chlorine, we've got hydrogen. Have you seen? On the right-hand side, the same elements, zinc, chlorine, then hydrogen. So this is what we have. So we have actually grouped them in this order, just that we don't have oxygen there. Then we start. How many atoms of zinc do we have this side? We only have one. What of chlorine this side? One. Hydrogen this side? One. Then we check this side. How many atoms of zinc do we have? One. Chlorine, we've got 2 atoms. Hydrogen, we've got 2 atoms. Have you seen that this is not balancing? The number of atoms for zinc are balancing, but when we go to chlorine, on the left-hand side, they are not balancing. So what are we going to do? We're going to add a 2 here. What there is? So we put a 2 here in front of the HCl. We put a 2, then we come and change here, so we say by 2. So that even here there are 2 atoms. So now we have 2 atoms of chlorine. We also have 2 atoms of chlorine. Now I want you to observe something. By us putting a 2 here to make 2 atoms of chlorine, we've also affected the number of atoms of hydrogen. So now hydrogen is now having 2 atoms as well, because this 2 is for both hydrogen and chlorine. So I'm going to say by 2 for hydrogen. Then we can counter check again. How many atoms of zinc? We have 1, 1. How many atoms of hydrogen? We've got 2 hydrogen. Even this side we've got 2 hydrogen. Same thing that we have here. Chlorine, we've got 2 atoms of chlorine. Then we also have 2 atoms of chlorine. In this way, the chemical equation has actually been balanced. That's how you go about it. Thank you so much.